Morning, Craig. Looks
Good
like
morning.
you're outside. Where are you this
Well,
morning?
I'm having a vehicle service, but I didn't want to miss our morning brief. So I'm here in undisclosed location in Maryland.
Good. Uh, you know, this war keeps, excuse me, this war keeps going on, and now President Trump apparently wants to get out of it. You know, I mean, to be honest with you, I've been just appalled uh, with the way he's acted. Uh, to be, he was such disrespect for the troops who were making, some of them making the ultimate sacrifice. You know, all these memes and you posts they've been doing with video games, as if this was just a, just a plaything for them, and it probably is. Uh, and and then when the soldiers came home at that solemn ceremony wearing his hat, it just, I mean, it just shows such disrespect. But the thing that struck me is all these, with all the mixed messages. You have Hegseth, who wants to prove he's the most macho man in the world and saying we've just begun and this is going to be the heaviest day ever on the day after Trump says this war is over almost. Uh, and, you and George H.W. Bush, of all our modern presidents, is the only one who had a clear strategy for going in when he went into Kuwait and getting out of war once that our goal was achieved. But there are two people that play. They're in a war, and I think the president may have a lot more trouble getting out than he thinks.
Boy, I agree on all points. It really is just a horrific situation, and there was a case to be made that Iran needed to undergo fundamental change. But this looks just to me like increasingly a very ill-conceived situation. It's pretty clear, given this 18 intelligence agencies issued a report before he went in that said this probably won't work. It's pretty
Right.
clear they didn't believe it would work. I think there's increasing reason to believe that the Joint Chiefs were cautious. Actually, I think one of the things that's happened, and we're gonna find out about all this. One of the things that's happened is that there was this incremental creep of, okay, we're going to put more forces over there. I think probably Trump thought, well, just will intimidate the Iranians. They'll come to the bargaining table. Jared's going to be able to pull off another success story here.
Hmm.
But that didn't work. So he put more troops. Then he put a carrier group. Then he put another carrier group.
Yeah.
And pretty soon he's got all that firepower sitting over there. I think it's 50,000 American troops.
Right.
And he decides, because he thinks Iran is going to strike first, he decides to strike them. And it's not even clear there's evidence of that, But again, we're going to learn about it. The sad thing is, as you point out, the consequences for these men and women who bravely serve in our military is significant. And increasingly, when you look at oil prices and other things,
Right.
the consequences here at home are going to be significant. And so he seems to have gotten in with not a great strategy, and I don't know how the heck he gets out at this point, even if he wants to.
Yeah. As we've talked about before, excuse me, Trump plays for the day, for the headline of the day. And the problem is when you play, when you have to go on a strategic course, sometimes you got to give up the headline of the day to achieve your goal. I think the damage, the Republicans are already concerned about inflation and affordability. And now we have, within a week, gas prices up more than 50 cents a gallon. That was one of the things that Trump could brag about because they went down a little bit in the first part of his term. And I think it just makes him, it makes him panic. And so and the other thing, we know he lies. He lies all the time, but and the way you gonna what was the great uh, uh, military strategist who said war is just another part of a political strategy. Well, he
Right.
has no political strategy.
Right.
And he just thinks he's playing a video game. He can blow up a few things. People say, "Wow, that's really great," and there'd be no consequences. And so far, a lot of the things he's done have had limited consequences. I mean, Venezuela really wasn't providing much oil at all because it was such low quality. And he goes in and does that. No price in the first time he went in, he bombed Iran. But this time is different. And one of the things is he doesn't believe in anything, and so he can't understand a regime that is so deep in belief. I mean, he's not going to change the mullahs of Iran, no matter what he does, and they'll go down to the death.
Well, and then he said that it's time for the Iranian people to decide. So they decide to pick the
Right,
son of Khomeini, and then he says, "Well, that's
right,
unacceptable to me." So
right,
it has been, and I know we both watch Morning Joe, but there's an
right,
interesting piece today about this election in Georgia, which is tonight, where Trump has actually endorsed a Republican, and claiming and thinking that the other Republicans would get out of the race. Well, they haven't.
right,
And they haven't because, as one of them said, Trump's still probably the most popular Republican in Georgia, but he just doesn't have the clout that he once had. I
right.
just think, he is diminishing week by week. And that's not necessarily a good thing for the country, but it's the situation he's created for himself.
Well, I sure hope that by the time we are here next week, that we're on a better path in Iran. I mean, uh, we can bomb and bomb and bomb, but that regime isn't going to give up. It's a bigger country. It's a pretty big country. You know, we Trump said we had obliterated their nuclear capacity. Well, that's probably not true. I mean, the international agencies said it barely was affected, and we'll knock out a lot of their missiles. And Rubio, now it's not that the Israelis forced us in yesterday. I guess his rationale was we had to go after their missiles, but. This the consequences here with high oil prices, the consequences in the Gulf region with all of those countries under attack and going to be suffering more damage. That just can't go on. And I don't know how he's going to get out of it, but I sure as hell hope he figures it out or somebody
Yeah.
figures it out.
So do I. Well, I suspect we'll be talking more about it
Right.
with Dave on Thursday. Good to see
Right.
you. Have a good
All
day.
right. I hope your cars gets fixed quickly, and you don't have to hide out at this undisclosed location. See you on
Actually,
Thursday.
I'll give you a little clue. It's not
Yeah.
really a car.
Oh, okay.
But I'll be back on the road soon.
All
I'll
right.
talk to you
Take care.
Thursday. Take care.
Take
Bye.
care. Bye.